Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 4 of the single-player Let's Play on Enigmatica 6. This entire little world here is coming together pretty nicely. I did some more exploring in between episodes and have gotten myself a couple of really cool little trinkets and items. I don't have any new lost trinkets, so I guess my terminology of trinkets wasn't exactly precise, but I did get the Feral Claws, which increases my attack speed pretty significantly. And I believe this does stack, so you could put another pair on my other hand. And you can see they do render. I have it on my offhand because that's where I'm holding my food. And you might notice that I have some weird other things sticking off of me. A bottle and what, bunnies? Yep. Yep, so I got some cool trinkets. So I got that. I got the cloud in a bottle, which allows me to double jump. I got the bunny hoppers, which let me jump higher. And I am now completely immune to fall damage. So not only can I double, so this is the normal jump with the bunny boots, and then this is a double jump. And then if I were to get myself into a dangerous predicament, like all the way up here, and then I just jumped off, 0 fall damage. You can see I don't even get the little hurdy sound or anything, just completely negates all fall damage. So yeah. Those feral claws, however, have made me realize that using this axe, this one right here, that already is soulbound now, because I just quickly enchanted it, and it's completely unbreakable, and is already an item that I like to have on my hotbar at all times, is a perfectly valid tool that does a good bit of damage, 9 damage, and 1.75 attack speed, which is faster than a 1.6 sword without the feral claws. So, I swapped them out. Now I've got the sword in my backpack in case I ever do need looting 1. I know it's just looting 1, but it's looting 1 nonetheless. So just in case that's something you see and you're ever curious about why that changed or what that means, that's all. It's a pretty simple change. So I've been looking into these little crafting stations from Tinkers. You can craft them either the standard way, which is to do it's called a crafting station, so weird. I don't know why it's not showing up. But you can craft these either just the standard way with a pattern and a crafting table. You can also use any log and a pattern. And you can also stone cut a normal crafting table into one. So that's what I did. Is I just went ahead and stone cut that. Oh, wait, no. That's right. I did craft it with a normal pattern. Sorry, I did that previously. It's been a little while since I actually made that change. So I just realized as I was running through here that I could put it here and then I can access it on both sides. And it actually works pretty well. I'm pretty happy with that as a divider, so I think I'll keep it. I think I like that a lot. I also upgraded these 2 chests because they were filling up each other, and so I split it by like my usual gems, dusts, you know, the non-ingot ore mineral type things, and these are the ingots, the ores, the minerals. Now, last time we ended getting the crushing wheel, and I redeemed these quests because there are quite a few. If we look over here at create, you can see we got one for the mechanical crafter. All I had to do was craft one of these crafter slot covers with the brass nuggets, which we already had. And then I had to craft the crushing wheels, which got a legendary create loot box. That got me a refined radiance. These things are not impossible to craft, but difficult. You have to get the chromatic compound first and then use refined radiance. And so once you get that far, which making the refined radiance is mysterious, I won't spoil it for you, but just know that it's not as bad as it might sound. But there are a lot of mysteries here along the way. That got me one of these, and you can use these either for radiant casing, which is not used. It's a pretty block, but it's completely unused. Or there are a bunch of other weird little crafting recipes for inter-mod compatibility that don't matter. Or you can use it for the Wand of Symmetry. This guy allows you to perfectly mirror blocks either on 1 or 2 planes, so either the X, the Y, or the X and Y axis. So that's pretty cool. It allows you to basically build a nice mirrored shape. Speaking of mirrored shapes, I want to build a structure around this right here. This thing is cool, but I would like to have a way to easily use it to power a handful of things and not just one. And I would really like a way to be able to... is this an RGB? It is. Look at this guy. I would really enjoy if there were some way for me to use it for my crushing wheels without making a hideous monstrosity of a house. So what I'm thinking is we can do a parallelized build, or not parallel, a mirrored build. So this mirrored build would have a courtyard in the center. That courtyard would have this windmill. And then we would have 4 or 2. I'm thinking probably just 2 quadrants. I don't think we're going to need 4. Maybe we'll use 4. I don't really know. I haven't set my mind either which way. Quadrants that will all be powered off of this windmill. This windmill will probably need to grow in size, honestly, because this one's pretty big, but it's not the maximum, and it's not pushing that much. I mean, 3072 is great. These use 12, but it's 12 times 27, so that's, you know, somewhere in the 200 or 310, 410, I think is actually the exact amount if I am doing head math correctly. So, you know, this has a lot of capability, but if we end up running 2 crushers, well, the crushers use a high stress impact. In fact, I don't know that they give you an exact amount until you actually put them down. 48, it looks like, maybe? So, definitely something to keep in mind. So, why don't we get started with the build like that? I have no idea what I'm going to use, but let's take a look at the materials we have on hand. We have a lot of limestone cobblestone. I'm not really sure what to use. So we have scoria. Not a big fan of scoria, honestly. Limestone cobblestone is cool, except we have to smelt it, which is also not very nice. We could go with marble or cobbled deep slate. And maybe some spruce again. I don't really know. So maybe for now what we can do is we can take this as it is and build out another little section. I'm trying to think of exactly how I'd want to do this, honestly. It's kind of a little uncertain. Oh, so you know what we could do? We could use deep slate and marble together, like so. That creates this nice little contrasty pattern with some spruce wood, just like we're doing now. And we'll use the dark oak as well. I think this will probably work. I am going to mix some of the smooth deep slate because may as well, right? I mean, this stuff isn't super duper difficult to make or get. So as a result, I'm going to tear this structure down. Let's just do one of these, one of those, that, 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 and that. Easy enough, right? And if I grab my shovel, maybe what we can do, I'm trying to think of exactly where we want to build this, but we could build it over here maybe. There's this little area. Let me cut down this tree. I think it's pretty ugly anyway, so, you know, may as well. The archwood planks it makes, also very ugly. So we'll cut down this one too. Okay, there we go. So that should help a little bit. I may also use some of the mineral as an accent. This color is very pretty after all. All right, so there we go. That gives us a pretty decent amount of space here to build this out. I don't think it's going to be particularly all that large, and I'm probably going to use a couple of placeholder blocks here and there while I get the feeling of this correct. You know, I don't think I want that on that level, but maybe, in fact, a little higher up. Let's grab some dirt to fill in some of the mess we're making, and then we can get started. Okay, so I've got a couple of very basic things set up here. I've got this guy. I think I'm actually going to move him up one, which shouldn't take too long if I just did this, right? So if I decided to put this here, And then we put this guy here. Oh, I didn't even grab them all. There we go. We turn this on, and we're going to have the same issue we had before. So let's rotate that. Nope. There we go. So now that makes a little more sense to look at. So what I'm thinking is we just leave this area open, and then we take the portable stone cutter, and we make ourselves some of these deep slate brick wall. And so now for each of these areas where we want something to go, we can just build up a small little workstation area. So this will use, for example, we put 6 here. Of course, this is definitely going to need a little more terraforming than I'm doing now. That's pretty clear. So something like this. And then if we space this out like that. I did not align that correctly. Whoops. And I'm just giving myself a little extra space here for my own sake. Like, I don't really desperately need it, but definitely figured may as well, right? So I'm thinking we do 2 blocks tall on each side. Like so. And for here, I want to have probably real doors, so we can do some neat combination of like spruce planks. Hang on, actually, let's see. What happens if we do this? This, whoops, nope, not that. We'll remove that, of course. And we do that. Now, the one thing I'm noticing is that this is going to be in the way. So maybe we pull this in a little bit. That's where she was looking. Maybe we just take this and we leave it open, like so. I'm okay with having an open workstation like this. And so we can do that. And then what if we did stairs across the top here? And then we do a slabby. Maybe. Still trying to think this through, actually. There's a lot of variability here. I'll toss that there. I know that's going to make it very mad, but that's okay. What if we did... slab work, maybe? I don't really know. Ooh, you know what we could do? Actually, this could be potentially really kind of cool looking. If we did logs there, and then solid blocks here, and we did slabs here. How will that look? Honestly, that looks pretty neat. I think I like that. So then we'll just wrap this part up with some more slabs. And because these are bottom facing, we can break that. We can put a chain or two. There and there. Maybe not there, because that's gonna make it look bad. And make it harder to use. And that's that. I think that looks pretty good. How does this look from a distance from over here? Yeah, you know, I think I really, really like this. So I'm going to go ahead and replicate this same exact shape, roughly. In fact, probably exactly, because it works. I really like it, and I think this would work well for our work that we need to do still for the crushing wheel. And so whenever that's done, I will be back. Alright, so I've replicated this build. Instead, I did a 5x5 though, so it's a little bit different, and it's also a little bit taller, and that's mostly just because of all the things we needed to shove in there. So I like having this variant of shape and size and dimension. Really works well. I will probably replace the floor in here. I just haven't decided what with yet. You know, the obvious answer is probably to do something with chisel blocks again. Honestly, these usually work very nicely for this, but I'm still a little concerned about how to handle like the half blocks poking out here, so I'll probably just leave them. So yeah, so let's take a look at this real quick. Just want to make sure this looks okay. Honestly, I think I preferred it as a grass. So I may end up making some little grass paths through here. That'll also help this out a little bit. I can make this all grassy path as well. That'll help. But we need to get these connected, so we're going to absolutely need to put some of the stuff away, get our shovel, and make a couple of new things that I haven't shown you yet from Create. I should also be sure to guard that area such that it does not get completely obliterated. So let's go ahead and do that. We are good. Let's put away some of these building supplies that we have just around and with us. And I think that should do it. We're going to absolutely need some of these, and we're going to need what's called a gearbox. I need a couple of these. These are not super difficult. You're just going to need some andesite casing for that. I believe I already have some. No, that's brass casing. Andesite casing is made with planks, log, and andesite. Let's do planks, log. Actually, let's do a material I don't like. So we can get some of these. And now we can make a couple. I think we're probably going to need about 3 of these. Looks like we're getting some quests, so let's go ahead and take those. So that got a super glue and something. I cannot tell you what. Probably years? I truly don't know. I think that's correct. I think that's what I had. Let's go ahead and make a diamond shovel because we keep on breaking the stone one or the wooden one. Sorry, iron. That's the term. Yeah, we'll just make a simple diamond one. Easy enough, right? And I don't really care about these planks enough to try to keep them. So we can go through here and do a cool little path block style. But I'm not going to do the path blocks until we get the things here finished. So we have the windmill bearing here. So what I'm thinking we should do is have this guy down. In fact, maybe we do 2. For now, let's just do 1, but in the future, I'm probably going to put a second one of these to face the other 2 directions if I ever need that. So what we can do is we can place down our shaft here. That's going to cause this to turn. And now we can take this over here. And we need to go right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be clever. And since we need a cogwheel to spin, we can just do this. These 2 cogwheels will connect, and so as long as I have this all set up, then we should be good over here. These guys should all be spinning. Beautiful. Perfect. So that's pretty nice and hidden, and now for these over here, it's a little trickier, which is why I was thinking I probably will need a couple more of these. Now let me come over here and make those, as well as maybe take another nap. I'm not so sure. And let's also grab ourselves a hopper. So there's the hopper we will probably want, and we're going to want our belts as well. I can already feel it. So there are a couple of really smart and creative ways you could set this up, or you could do what I'm about to do, which is not smart nor creative. But these here need to be set up in such a way that they are running on the same plane, the same axis. So, or rather, opposing, not the same, completely opposite of that. So I tend to do a build something like this. That way, whatever this receives, it's usually correct. So what I may do, what I think I'm going to do is have that there, like so, and then I could do a belt from underground, and that would look pretty cool, as well as work pretty well, maybe. So let's see how that's going to work. I'd like to kind of visualize this before I really commit to it, because I may end up hating it. We'll just see. So if we run this over here, and then we do... Oh, I'm going to run out of shafts. That's no good. Oh, actually, I can make just a couple more. That's even better. So what we're going to want eventually, in the end, and this is where it gets a little tricky, right? We want, the end goal here is to have, no, not that, but actually this. Because we want to be able to take this and put it here. I think this will work. I'm not 100% sure still. Gonna play with it, but I think this would also just look cool overall. Like if you're coming in here, you're just gonna see this running everything. So let's see if we can make this work. Again, completely testing this. I've truly not a whole lot of idea as to whether or not this will work. Might need to make a couple more things. Now we can grab some buttons. And make some small cogwheels. And with that, I think I may fashion myself a couple more of these, just in case I need them. Alrighty, so now we have rotational force this way. We need it to be... Okay, this is actually pretty straightforward. What we're going to do is we're going to put a gearbox here. And we're going to put that there. We'll just do the shortest mechanical belt on the planet. Now you'll notice, first of all, this is the wrong way. That's fine. That is working, which is actually exceptionally cool. I, for one, really love how this looks. This is working, but it's not, because this is the wrong way. They need to go the other way. They need to be basically flipped. And you can fix this by doing this. And now this is going to flip the direction, and we have success. If I walked in this, it's going to hurt us pretty significantly. Actually, too much. Now we will regret that forever. And anything that gets caught on it may actually be... No, okay, good. We're good. I was a little concerned about that. Another thing is, this is insanely slow. This is painfully slow. So let's use our little cogwheel trick, because now we have a lot of force that we can play with. So let's use that, and we have a little space here that was so kindly cut out for us by a creeper that I can do this in. So let's just do that. So we said big to small, and then 1, and then big to small. And I think we can probably fit that one more time, maybe? Big to small. That, and big to small. Now, it looks like we have not overburdened our system, which is exceptionally good news as well. We're really doing well here so far. Doing well for ourselves, I should say. If I walk on this, this isn't going to move me or any of my items. This is now crazy deadly, so we probably don't want to try to jump up on there for any fun reason. And as a matter of fact, I am going to put a little safety border there to prevent that from ever possibly happening by myself or some other idiot. It's going to be me, though. So now, as great as this looks, and this is quite proficient, quite fast, let's toss some items in. Now, what kind of items would you want to throw in here, you may ask? Well, you would want to throw in... I should eat. You would definitely want to throw in ores. Specifically ores. In fact, that's really all you should throw into your crushing wheel here is ores. You can see here, that's basically what it's trying to tell you. You can recycle a couple of things. You can also like try to undo some things. We've got the diamond armor. You can crush that into its components, which is why I took it. It's because I don't really personally care about diamond armor all that much, but I do care about free diamonds. So let's grab ourselves a chest here. We'll put that away. Let's make a nice looking chest. Let's take some of our mod things and clean them up, put them away where they belong. Did I put everything? Yep, that's correct. That's correct. That is correct. I should get a little crafting upgrade, but we can't do that quite yet. There we go. All good and cleaned up. So now, oh, I'm also going to grab these chunks. These chunks are like super duper useful to have processed, because these chunks can be thrown into the wheel, and you can see there's a 60% chance there is a 60% chance that you're going to get 2. So it balances out to roughly doubling. It's not perfectly balanced, but it's pretty dang close. So we will use the extra height and space that I made for myself to do this. Now, whatever output is given should, in theory, be... ooh, nope, nope, nope. This is the problem we're going to have. We need to come up with a way to drop things. I think there's a chute, actually. Oh, and I also need a... dirt. So yeah, let's do chute. Ooh, there is a chute. What does this do? I think this works exactly the way. No, I'm tempted to say that it doesn't actually work the way I'm hoping it will. Maybe we make a smart chute. I want something to take items from a chest and just throw them out. Throw them downwards directly. So let's take a look at that. I also, like I said, was missing some dirt in the ground, so let's grab all we need for that. Okay, smart chute. We're going to need another electron tube. Fortunately, we are prepared. We should have... Yep, we have everything we need there. We have redstone torch capabilities, not all that far off, and we need... It's a casing, right? An andesite alloy, I believe. Oh, it's a nugget. My bad. We'll just do that. Then we want to make a dummy chute, which is 2 andesite alloy and 2 iron plates. Go ahead and grab that brass ingot we have as well. So we'll make a dummy chute. And we'll take that and upgrade it. And we'll make another chest. And we get a quest. Shoot. Encased fan. Pretty useful, actually. I don't know why it's confused about some of the higher tech stuff, but that's all right. It wants a deployer for some reason. I disagree. Rose Quartz Automation Challenge. Oh no, that does not sound delightful in any sense whatsoever. Okay, so let's get our smart chute. Hopefully this works how I think it works. I think so. I think I'm correct here. So we would take... First of all, like I said, I forgot to clean that up. We would take... that. I think it just destroyed it. Alright. Well, I'm gonna give myself another one of those, because that was unintended. Maybe we set it up here? No, come on. This is stupid. Stop being stupid. Alright, we do that. We put the smart chute here. I have no idea if this works how I think it does. It does work how I think it does. Well, that's ideal. So, we will do that. We'll have these here. You can shoot stuff straight in, and you can shoot stuff straight into here. So now if I give you diamond horse armor, you'll devour it and give me the outputs. Perfect. Okay, so if I do that, and then we just give you all of these, this is very fast and very efficient. So yeah, you can take this and immediately go smelt or blast it. Actually, yeah, blast or smelt it. Or you can wash it and get nuggets back, and then that will give you an even higher chance of doubling. I don't personally find that to be even remotely necessary, but, you know. I'm going to set this to be a filter of 16. I'm going to pick up a lot of my drops here. Oh. Oh, the problem is the hopper. I was surprised this was so slow, but yeah, that makes sense. Let's see about having a chute do this instead. So let's see if this is working as expected. Yeah, that's immediate. That's perfect. I think that is everything, and I don't think we're losing any items. Okay, good. All right, so let's just hat this up a little bit, right? So we're gonna just toss some blocks around to make it kind of clear that this is the pathway we take in this area. Very cool. All right, so yeah, that's all set up. We're good to go. That's very fast. That's very fast. And this is very, very effective from what I'm seeing. Wow. Okay, yeah, that's crazy effective. We came in here with an inventory like maybe barely full of stuff, and now we have a bunch of crushed tin ore and silver, you know, all the other materials. So now the logical next step would be to smelt this, and there are ways to make this a little more efficient, but I'm going to leave that to A, the next episode, but also B, to an entirely different resolution for smelting this. I think we can come up with a better, cooler system rather than relying on more create. I think we could do something pretty neat with some of the other existing mods we have that I haven't played with yet. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I really appreciate you for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, take care.